Coach, it was 31-14 at the half in favor of Trinity. What did you tell the guys in that locker room?
Well, we told them it's probably one of the worst halves that we've played, and that we knew we can play better. And we talked about, like we mentioned all week about pounding the rock. It's been what we've been doing. So we knew we had our work cut out for us, and we were going to take chances. We were going to onside kick. We were going to fake punt. We were going to try to get us back in the ball game quick, and our guys responded. I mean, we just played better. I think that's all it was. Nothing magical about it, but we knew what we had to get done. We knew we didn't play like we had practiced, and so it was just about getting back to what we've been doing all since fall camp.
A lot of key plays in the game, but 4th and 4 from your side of the field,
right.
You go for it. About 5-6 minutes left in the game, 7 minutes left in the game. You decide to go for it. Take us through that thought process there, deciding to go for it.
Well, we felt like we didn't want to give them a chance to have the ball again, and so we had to go score, and felt like if we gave them the ball back at that time, then probably the game might be over with. And so we felt like we had a better chance of going forward on 4th down, and we had two choices. We kind of called one play, and then we called a timeout. Didn't think it was the one that we really wanted, and came back with another play. And Brent did a great job of reading it, and Hannah made a good move on the corner, and that's a great corner over there too. So it was a great play all around. So it turned out right for us, and of course with that, we went down and scored and took the lead.
Yeah, Dustin hadn't been involved all that much in terms of pass receptions. That may have been, he only had 2 catches on the night, but you couldn't ask for a bigger one.
That was a big
right
one
there.
Yeah, both of them did a great job of getting the ball to him, and Dustin doing something to get the first down, because he might have been a little bit short. Right. He had to come back to the ball a little bit, and then made a good enough move to get the first down.
Brent and Cameron hooked up for 2 big scores for you in the second half, the 66-yarder and then the 22-yarder. And I know you've talked about them a lot, but just the connection that those 2 guys have, it's just a great story. Twin brothers, one's a quarterback, one's a receiver. You just step back and say wow every now and then, watching those 2 guys.
About, the Hollywood script, whoever's writing that Hollywood script, sure they can't be, this can't be right, yeah, both those are great young men, and it's good to see them succeed, because Brent's really coming into his own, and his ability to keep plays alive, and now he's starting to see downfield and make plays downfield. When in the past years, he used to scramble and just run it, and guys might be open, or if they were open, he would try to throw it and throw it at their feet and stuff. Now he's completing those passes and making people pay. So he has that ability to make people miss and extend the play. And Cameron, I think our receivers are experienced enough now to run to open places and give them a chance to throw the football. So, yeah, it's really gratifying to see.
You talked about your defense already. You only gave up 7 points in that second half after giving up 31 in the first half. What did they do well for you in that second half?
Well, they just played harder. I think our conditioning really helped us, Tim. I think they got tired a little bit, and I think we put we kept playing hard. We just kept playing hard, and that's one of the things that we talked about doing, just play hard, and did a better job of tackling, and really kind of handling our responsibilities, seeing things better, and be able to step in the right gap and take care of our responsibilities. And those are things that we didn't do the first half.
They have 2nd and 8 from your 20, trying to go in for the winning score, and Ethan's able to get off a block and sack the quarterback. What did you see on that play?
Well, Ethan has that ability. He can close, squeeze down, all of a sudden quarterback gets outside of containment, and Ethan has enough quickness and speed to close the gap and make a big play. I mean, that was a great big play for us right there, because they could go down there and score, and that might have been the game then. But I think he really did a great job of getting off his block and pursuing the quarterback. And I hope the quarterback's not hurt badly. I hope he,
right.
I hadn't talked to Coach Moore about it, but I hope he recovers okay.
Right, and certainly when you have a chance, a player like Ethan, to make a play like that, you just want it to be a clean play, and it certainly was a clean play, and he just went through the tackle and sometimes football's a sport where things do happen, and you hope that Broyles will be okay, because that would be the second quarterback they would have lost. And you count your blessings.
That's a scary deal.
On that last drive, when you guys went down the field and ran out those last few seconds on the clock, you get the conversion on 4th and 1 with Marquise Parole. What was going through your mind as that clock was ticking down?
Well, we were trying to get first downs, and that was the thing. I was disappointed that Brent ran out of bounds.
Yeah.
He knew better as soon as he stepped out of bounds. So it was really critical for us, and I thought Coach Padron did a great job of making some big calls, and seeing things that the defense was giving us. And they were trying to, initially they were trying to take away our quick screens out there, and we were able to run inside. And then they went to a 4-man front and gave us the zone read and the quick screen. So we were able to use that, and depending on what they were doing on defense, we had the right call and able to make first downs and use that clock, which was so critical to us.
A.J. Salcedo with 2 great touchdown runs for you, 2 scores, and over 100 yards for A.J. A San Antonio kid doing it in his backyard.
Yeah, it was fun to see. A.J. A.J. was one of those guys last year that played on our JV and was one of only 2 remaining backs that kind of stuck out. We had some injuries, and so those 2 backs they were our scout team backs, and they got hammered, and they went the whole year. And so it's really great to see that AJ's having success, and it goes back to what he did last year. Mm-hmm. He's made all this thing because his preparation, what he did. So it's really good and gratifying again for AJ because of how hard he worked. So it was good to see him have some success.
When the clock hit quadruple zeros, what were the feelings for you? Getting that win at Trinity, first time TOU's won at Trinity since 1976.
I happened to look out at our team and our guys, and they just kind of dropped to the knees, and because of exhaustion and the emotion of what they accomplished. Because 31-17 doesn't look very good, but it just realized it's only 2 touchdowns, and so we could play better. We knew we could play better. But it was one of those type deals where those guys really all came together and they fought for a common goal, and they were successful. So it was a relief that the clock was over. We didn't play anymore, and it was a great feeling knowing that we beat Trinity at their place and put us in the driver's seat right now for the championship, and that's what we've been working for.
Your bye week this week, and then you have homecoming on September 28th against Southwestern Assemblies of God, team you defeated last year on the road in Waxahachie. What's the goal this week in your bye week?
Well, we always have used our open week to get us better. We want to get TOU better, and there's certain things that we've got to get better. I mean, there's no question about it. We've got to get better in the secondary. We've got to get better with our fits on defense. We've got to get better on short yardage. We've got to get stronger and tighten down those things that we messed up. We got to get better at pass protection. I thought our receivers and our quarterbacks did a great job in the situation there where they were putting pressure on Brent, but he was able to elude them and get the ball to our guys. So we've got plenty to work on, and we want to make sure that they have already forgotten the Trinity game because that's past. And we celebrated. Now we got to get ready because each game is going to be really critical for us. Because our goal is not only to win the championship, but to get in the playoffs. And so every game is going to be important. And
you've got 2 games before that October 12th game against Austin College, which would be for the SCAC title. What's the thought about, you got 2 games before then?
Yeah, well, that's what we're saying. We're going to take one game at a time because in our situation, there's no automatic qualifier. So every game is a conference game for us, and we're going to approach it just like we would be approaching a championship game. So we've got to play that well.
Yeah. Well, Coach, thanks. Congratulations on the great win in San Antonio.
Yeah, we're excited about it. We're still kind of excited about it now. We got to go back to work.
All right. Thanks again, Coach.
You bet.